and over again.
Yeah, you are. Have you guys changed topics yet?
No, we're on Star Wars right now.
Okay.
What? Oh, I thought you meant like on the game, and I was like confused. I can look around and stuff. This is really bad. I don't know what to do, guys.
Just leave and restart the world.
I can't even press options. I
Close
have to
it.
close
your
it.
app.
It's gonna. Oh wait.
Wait, it says
What?
resetting game.
Everything's dark. That was really scary.
Alright, we're good.
Alright, I'm gonna do it on a different map.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
change
in
the
my
subject
opinion,
so that Gabe has something to talk about. Because he doesn't really know about Star Wars.
yeah.
What is going on? Oh.
Alright, we already talked about the straw thing. Are there more doors or
We
wheels?
have?
Yeah,
Man,
Are
I'm
there
sorry.
more doors or wheels?
yeah.
Wheels. Easily, bro.
Why?
Because just think about how many, like, wheels there are. Like, like, the amount of cars. Like, did we count
Cars
the
have four
doors?
doors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cars have 4 doors.
But some have 2. And
Some have 2.
bicycles,
Okay, no, but you gotta think.
motorbikes, airplanes. And think about this. Think about some
Airplanes have a
drawers
lot of doors.
have
Okay,
wheels
no.
in them.
Think about this. Doors were made before wheels.
Some drawers have wheels.
Some
We've had a
doors
lot more-
have wheels, and some wheels have doors.
But there's still a
Where the hell
door.
am I supposed to go? Where the hell am I supposed to go?
Uh-oh. I'm gonna die! Anyway,
But then you think about the trailer.
Gears!
houses,
What about
which
gears?
Which have doors and wheels.
Gears don't really count as wheels unless they're like actually wheels. Like there's. When
Why?
I
Why
think
don't they
when we
count
say
as wheels?
I think when we say wheels, it's like not things that have like teeth on them. It's like literally they have to be round.
Yeah, no, wheels don't count as gears. Gears and wheels aren't the same.
Steering
They're both
wheels.
circular.
Steering
but-
wheels.
But there's
Spare
only
tires.
Listen, but see, here's the thing with what you're
Lego
doing, Gabe.
tires! Do you know how many
No, hold
Lego
up.
tires
Gabe,
there are?
Gabe, seriously, Gabe. This isn't. What you're doing for wheels right now, I could be doing for doors just as easily. Like,
Yeah.
there are seemingly, now there's not actually, but seemingly there's an infinite amount of both stuff of doors and wheels.
Think about
I
like
have two- I have 3 doors
excavators.
in the room that
Think
I'm
about
in right
like
now.
excavators and tanks and stuff.
What doesn't count as a door?
So we have houses
that's
which
not
have
a
a lot
door.
of
Do
doors.
hatches
And
do
then we
hatches
have
count
cars.
as doors?
Or no.
Yeah,
and
think
then
about
you think about
entire
18 wheelers.
civilization.
I
Not
wouldn't
only-
count
think about 18
drawers.
Not only cars
I
are
wouldn't count
mass-produced, but
drawers,
also
though.
civilization. I mean, homes, cities. I mean, you got to think how many doors are in
Yeah.
skyscrapers. I mean, come on.
And then planes.
Ooh,
and then
that's
planes. They have doors, and they also.
But they have also
wheels.
a lot of
And we gotta
wheels.
think about. Well, we gotta think about what planes do or what they did on September 11th,
Okay,
2001.
no. we're not-
Okay.
All right,
The
switching
amount
topics.
the amount of doors in the Twin Towers.
Like I said,
plummeted.
think about like the amount of like bicycles and like motorbikes, trains. Like I said, tanks.
Trains have a lot of doors, though. Depending on the train, there could be a lot of doors.
Yeah, trains do have a lot of doors.
Who's
Trains
still
have more
playing in the
doors than
lava
wheels,
thing, by the
actually.
way?
That's what I'm wondering.
Like I said, just think of how many Lego tires there are. Lego's the world's largest tire producer.
I don't think we can count Lego tires.
Why?
Yeah, we can.
Those are
That's kind of
wheels.
unfair because they're so small, but they're
No,
so
no, no, no,
small.
no, no,
But they're
they're
still
wheels.
wheels. But they're still wheels.
But I just don't think
they're
that
still
should count.
wheels.
Okay.
No, I mean, like, Gabe's got
Lego
a
doors
point,
count?
but then again, he's got a one-sided point. I mean, the reciprocal is doors, but the same
Think
thing
about
is true
my
for doors.
chair that I'm sitting in has wheels on it. Bet you didn't think
So-
of that.
There's
Wheelchairs.
a door in your room.
Swivel chairs.
I count 1, 2, 3.
And
Yeah,
another
okay.
thing,
Let me
doors
count the amount
in
of
the basement.
doors. Let me count the amount
Let
of
me
doors
count
in my
how many
room.
wheels are in my
3.
room. Let me count
Let
how
me
many
count the
wheels
amount
are
of
in my
wheels
room.
have. 1, 2, 3,
Hold up,
4.
hold up.
Oh wait, no.
Gabe,
Those are 2 different
Gabe.
wheels. So 10
Gabe.
wheels right there.
What about
I have
18
5
wheelers?
wheels.
Look
I
at all
have
these
5
Hot
wheels.
Wheels I have right here. I have Hot Wheels right here. Let's
Gabe,
count the amount of
Gabe.
tires on those.
Gabe.
I have 5 wheels in my room and I have 3 doors.
Gabe.
Think about the amount of Hot Wheels too.
Okay, it's not okay. Let's switch from the topic of what more are there. But...
Yeah, it's because you just lost. You can't admit.
Jesus Christ,
It's really getting into this. I don't know if we need to do this anymore, guys.
Well, no. I just want to point out the fact that everywhere,
we can move on.
everywhere that there are wheels, you see doors. I mean, like it's not
That's
like
true.
I say there's an infinite amount of both because you can't seem to count how many there are. I mean, we've been listing things for what seems like
Conveyor
10
belts.
minutes now.
Conveyor belts in factories.
Like Gabe keeps coming up with stuff. So like seemingly there's an infinite amount of wheels and doors.
Every different kind of building has a door. I don't think there's a single kind of building that doesn't have a door. Well, what about metal pipes? Metal pipes versus wheels. What do we have more of?
Wheels.
Metal pipes. No.
I don't know. I think we have
pipes.
more metal pipes.
It's metal
Because
pipes.
everything has
sorry,
metal
no,
pipes.
there's
Everything has
It's
pipes.
actually metal pipes on this one. Sorry, Gabe.
You still haven't said something that there's
The
more.
factories
wheels,
are literally made of metal pipes, like infrastructure, everything.
And then you
And
just
they're
gotta
made
think
of
about
wheels.
regular homes.
Like
Who is still
wheels
playing
too.
on the lava rising map?
Me?
Aiden, have you died?
We're waiting on one player.
Yeah, who are we waiting on?
I have no idea. I think it's a little glitched.
Yeah.
No, it's just because Daister's freaking dying over and over again.
Yeah, that happens every time I die. I think I need to if this glitch fixes itself again, I think I need to
I think your
redo it.
spawn point
Try to
is not set right.
log out.
Like every time I press options, nothing happens. It's also I have my HUD off, which makes this even more confusing. Yeah, I'm infinitely dying. I can't really like gain any information around on my surroundings because I just see black.
Ew. I'm kidding.
Alright, anyway, next topic.
Alright, what is our next
Alright.
topic?
Pokemon versus Lions.
I can't participate in this. I know nothing
It's-
about Pokemon.
it's
No,
kinda
the only one I know of is
obvious.
Pikachu.
Okay,
Pokemon
a
would
billion lions versus one of every Pokemon.
Okay, but
Pokemon
okay,
would
hold up.
Which-
Easily.
How many Pokemon are there?
easily. There's like over 1,000.
Okay,
But
Pokemon.
listen.
But it's
listen,
not strength in numbers because there's a billion lions. You gotta think about what the Pokemon do. Because if you're gonna have
Yeah.
like one Rattata, that's gonna get freaking wiped
Okay,
out.
wait, hold up.
Honestly,
I
kinda
do.
There's
I'm not,
literally
I'm not,
Arceus.
Wait,
Arceus
Gabe,
is
holy
God
crap.
himself.
Gabe, holy crap. I don't care about the Pokemon. I want to point out something real quick.
Uh-huh.
Try to imagine a billion. Just stick with me for a moment. Try to imagine 1 billion of anything.
Uh-huh.
You can't.
Michael here.
Yeah, okay. Okay,
You
next
literally
question.
can't.
Next question. Do you think a billion lions could kill God himself?
No.
Whoa.
That's what Arceus
Are you comparing?
is.
Are
a
you
literal
comparing
Pokemon.
1,000
God of the
Pokemon to
Pokemon.
God?
God.
No, there's
The
a Pokemon that literally is God. Like, in the Pokemon universe, he is God. Like, everyone worships him as a god. They're powerful as a god. Literally is a god.
I don't think comparing Jesus Christ to Pokemon.
No,
is
this is the god.
is
We're not
necessarily
comparing
even
God
making
to
sense.
Pokemon. There literally is a god in Pokemon.
I
And
mean,
it's
there's a god
Arceus.
in almost every fiction of.
Yeah, and in
thing.
this fiction, it's freaking Arceus. He created the universe, and then he went
Shut
to
up. Let's move on.
Night-Night.
I hate you already for this
Okay.
topic.
Sorry, I know
Best Siege
Pokemon.
character.
Best Siege character.
Yeah, you better apologize for
Solus.
knowing Pokemon.
Best
Solus.
Siege character?
Solus.
For defenders, it's Solace. Easy.
What?
Defenders, it's got to be. I'm trying to think of somebody besides Solus. Like, I don't want to just agree with everything.
Hey,
Warden.
to get me out of this, can somebody just
No,
start a new
it's not
server and
Warden.
invite
No,
me
because like all the bad people
Yeah.
play Warden.
so that I don't have to close that? Wait,
I'm trying to think.
why did that change? What's going on? All I'm doing is staring at.
I'm gonna get on my build planning world. We can plan the Citadel while.
I think
Talking.
Solus honestly is the best defender.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
Yeah.
it's
I don't
either
like
that.
Solus.
It's either Solus or Azami. And the reason I say Azami is she's such a expendable character. Like you can be very creative with her in ways
Right.
people can't predict.
Oh man, that's
So
what
I think that the only rival to Solus would be Azami.
I think this
Best
next
attacker, though?
topic is kind of like the same as asking if Subway is good.
What?
Is Roblox good?
No.
Well, Subway is good. Shut up.
Roblox
Subway is
is
good.
good. The community is terrible, and therefore
Roblox, the
most
idea
of
of
the games
Roblox is
are
good.
terrible.
The game sucks.
Yeah, like there's
Yeah.
some good games on
But the thing
Roblox,
is, but the
but
thing is, it's in my opinion, it's like saying that Subway is bad because you've only tried like 2 sandwiches and you didn't like them.
Okay, no, but I used to play Roblox. Roblox sucks.
I play Roblox too.
Like it's not the same. It's not the same as Rainbow Sucks. It's a different kind of suck.
like it just
I get
genuinely
that there's like a
sucks.
lot of games. There's
It
a
just,
lot
like,
of games that
genuinely
just
sucks.
suck. But there's also if you like I know it kind of sucks because you really have to dive deep into Roblox to actually find good stuff. Because
love this
most of
wall,
it's just
Randy.
pushed by the crappy algorithm that doesn't work at all. But
It's awesome.
there
though, I
are
like
really
it.
good games on Roblox. Like
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I used to have fun on a couple maps, but like finding those couple maps is such a excruciating
And then like all the good ones are pay to win.
journey.
no,
Not essentially. I mean, they can be, but no.
where are you at, Landon? Where are you planning? Where are you at?
No, I need to teleport you.
Yeah, just teleport me.
Alright. Alright, give me a sec. There I am
But-
at this thing for me right now.
Who does everyone like Subway? Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
I
I
like
thought you
Subway.
were.
Subway's alright.
I mean, it's
I
not
only
bad.
get like
I
one
think-
thing
The
from there,
the meat
but
the
I
meatball
like it.
sub slaps, bro.
Yeah,
It
that's what I
really
get
does.
every
The
time.
meatball sub and the Philly cheesesteak that they do, you can't
Best
go wrong.
Did you
stuff.
hear that
Like,
Call me
somebody-
basic, but I just get a ham and cheese sandwich.
Did you hear that
My
there's like
dad,
a
love you.
parent company that's gonna buy Subway and they might make it where you can't customize your stuff anymore?
Bruh, I'm never getting
That's
Subway again.
literally
whoever's
like the
running that
opposite
company
of Subway.
should kill themselves, bro.
Exactly. It's probably not gonna happen though. I doubt that will happen.
Yeah, no, I doubt. No, that's stupid.
Where are you going?
Oh no. Alright.
I'm just gonna watch you.
I think
build.
we should keep this. I think we should keep this wall, Gabe. For
Yeah,
the,
that's what I was thinking. Like, I like
entrance.
this wall.
We should keep that.
All right,
I think it looks pretty
guys.
good.
You're not gonna like this next topic.
What?
Me and John agree with each other on this one. There's two parts to this. Is The Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween or Christmas movie? And is it good?
It's a
Let's start
Christmas
with-
movie.
Let's start with that. It's a Halloween movie.
I think
It's a
it's
Christmas
both.
movie.
I think it's both.
It
Okay,
counts
but if
as
we
both.
have to choose,
that's
if
how
you
it's-
have to choose.
Oh,
If I have to choose, it would be Halloween, but it is both.
if I had to
Yeah.
choose, it'd be Christmas.
Why do
And
you
for
think it's
one
a
sole
Christmas
reason, one sole reason, the main plot line of the story happens in the quote-unquote Halloween time
Yeah.
of year.
And
And
not
the
only
plot-
that, but Christmas
it
is only for like
starts-
15 minutes.
Did you say time? No, because it takes place during Christmas.
No, it doesn't. If you pay attention.
No,
to
it's
the
not
movie-
whether it takes place in Halloween or Christmas. It's what the plot line is, and the plot
And
line
it
is
literally
in Halloween.
says instead of like it's like the night before Christmas, it's like the nightmare before Christmas.
But-
It's a Christmas movie, but it's like a twist
No,
on it
but
because it's a
listen.
nightmare.
And there's
Okay.
been like scary Christmas movies. Those are a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Santa
Gabe,
Claus
you-
or
and, like,
Gabe,
Killer
you
Krampus.
Snowman.
make a good You make a good point, Gabe, but you're wrong.
But
And listen,
nobody
the entire-
watches
what the-
horror Christmas movies on Christmas.
But listen, the entire point.
Yeah,
of
you know
Nightmare
what?
Before
You wanna
Christmas
know
is them
why no
getting,
one watches
like,
that on
trying
Christmas?
to
'Cause it's a
create
bad
Christmas.
movie.
No.
No one watches
Their
it.
whole goal, the whole goal of Jack and them is just trying to create Christmas.
Yeah, they're
Not
like, oh my
really.
god, Christmas is so good. We should like do this.
Jack, well, that's
then
just because
everyone's like,
Jack is
"No, don't
tired.
do it."
Jack is tired of like scaring people and stuff, and he wants to be a better person. And then he ends up doing the opposite of that. But the actual day of the year of Christmas is only like 15 minutes of the movie, though. Which I guess you can argue that doesn't
It's
really
just a
matter,
bad
'cause there's
movie.
lot
It
of
doesn't
Christmas
matter
movies.
because it's a bad movie.
But
It's a great movie.
it's a claymation or like stop motion movie.
I
and
don't
It is
care.
genius, and it's great. And the music,
And not gonna
Danny
lie, not
Elfman
gonna lie.
that's amazing.
Gabe,
Not gonna lie.
You're
After-
being too
After
one-minded. Like,
rewatching the
you're-
Yeah,
movie, after
you need to be more
after
open-minded.
rewatching the movie, it is pretty good, and I'm not gonna deny the fact that it is a classic in.
He's the most
movies.
Republican
It's
liberal
not
ever.
only is it
I've never
classic, but
understood.
it is a
It's like-
very pivotal point in like stop motion movie making. Nobody.
I'll
does
give
this.
you that. I'll give you that. No one does
you
the stop
can
motion. I'll give
destroy
you
the
that.
plot all you want because honestly, as a plotline movie, I don't care for it. But
You and me neither.
the impact it has had on like the movie community, I mean, it's insane. The guy who directs these movies, I can't think of his name right now, but this dude's like
Tim Burton.
he's revolutionized.
Yeah, I love the
making.
fact that stop motion, but I don't get the impact. Name me one stop motion movie that's come since like that movie came out.
It doesn't really have to be like a stop motion movie. Like
It's
it's
okay.
Had impact
Don't
on
think of
things
it
other than-
as how like okay. So you said you don't get how it's like so revolutionary. It's kind of like the same impact it had when how much practical effects George Lucas was able to complete and
But
like
that
actually
influenced other movies
execute.
after it.
Yes, and Tim Burton has influenced also other movies after it, and they've all sucked
Like
because
what?
only Tim Burton
Didn't
can
Tim
do
Burton make Wednesday? Like didn't he direct Wednesday?
it. I don't know, but like.
I might be wrong.
It has that kind of same impact of like it was so thought of as stupid.
Also,
and
a lot of
impossible.
his
I mean,
movies
no,
were
think of
really
how
good if
many,
you've ever
like-
watched any other Tim Burton movies.
Think about how many like who am I trying to think of?
And all
Christopher
the music
Nolan.
in
How
all
many
of Tim
practical effects
Burton's
he does?
movies.
He doesn't. Yeah, he hates CGI. Like the test scene, Trinity test in Oppenheimer
Yeah.
was like a gas-powered explosion.
And like in Interstellar, and then on the cornfield, he just like actually grew a cornfield. And then sold all the corn he grew in that cornfield for more movie profit. Like, so there you go. There's like other people that could pull that off. Oh, where am I?
No one else is gonna grow a cornfield for a movie other than him. I don't know
Yeah.
what you mean by that.
I'm just talking about like you're
But
like,
like all of the music in Tim Burton's movies is so good. Tim Burton is just
It really
like
is.
a
I'll
really
give
This
you
is
that.
Halloween is awesome.
yeah, it's catchy. It's catchy. I'll give you that.
and not even just in that movie. Like if you've ever seen
Like ever since I watched
don't know.
Nightmare Before
And the
Christmas,
voice
I've been
acting.
just like going, "This is Halloween. This is Halloween."
Yeah. and
It's a bad
we were
movie.
basically having a podcast right now. It's not.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not planning.
but
Sorta,
We're planning we're trying to plan the Citadel, but my mind's blank, and I'm just having fun parkouring on the freaking turrets that I made.
This is kind of like, is it worth building it this big, like the wall part of it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just the gate that's that big.
No,
Yeah.
look
How
at
this
the
part's
walls
smaller.
next
Good
to
night,
it.
love you.
Look at the walls next
Yeah,
to
they're
it.
shorter.
They're still,
They're not that big.
but think about how much stone that's gonna take.
I'm
If we have a
saying
really
that's
good
about-
stone generator, it wouldn't
we
be
do.
that big of an issue.
We have a good stone generator.
Wait, hey, what's the next topic, by the way?
I'm sorry,
Yeah, what's the
Buckles.
next topic?
What is gravity?
What?
Ooh, we're
What is
talking about
gravity?
like space and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to hear the topic.
What is gravity?
What do you mean?
We're basically just talking about space and theories of space.
Yeah, we
Wait,
have a lot of
that's
stuff
a
on
theory? That's a theory?
Gravity's
We
a
know-
theory,
No,
yes.
We-
gravity isn't a theory.
It's a lo-
it's physics.
It's a
But
law.
it is a theory though. Gravity is a theory.
It's not a theory.
It used
it's
to
a
be
law
a
of
theory,
physics.
but it's been a proven law.
It's
right?
literally a part, like a theory
You can't
is like
really prove anything.
it's a theory is like a hypothesis
like,
but
that's
we
been
can't
proven
prove-
time
we
and
can't
time
prove
again.
Okay,
in
hold
our
up, hold up,
theory-
hold up. Hold
we
up.
can't
Order in the
prove
court. Order in the court. It is both a theory and a law. The law of gravity calculates the amount of traction, while the theory describes why objects attract each other in the first
Yeah,
place.
I'm
So
talking
the
about
theory is why does gravity, and the law states gravity exists.
Yeah, I'm talking about the theory. Like, why do you think gravity's?
Okay, that's better. We're talking about gravity,
What are we
Buckles.
talking about?
We're talking about
How was
gravity, Buckles.
Hey, how was gravity like on the voyage? Explain that
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
Explain that to us. How much gravity did you feel on the voyage?
How many G's did you pull on the voyage?
Yeah, he pulled my G.
I don't think there was zero gravity though. That's just me.
It can be if you hit like the right spot with the right momentum.
Yeah, the G spot.
I was gonna say, I think
Hey, guys, listen to this. So, as far as vertical G's go, he got about 25 of them today.
Oh yeah,
dang, Caleb.
I'll show
Dang,
you.
you be pulling all the G's.
For real.
Vertical G's.
All right,
that's
anyway,
not-
let's try to
that's
stick
not-
to the topic. Why does gravity?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
dude.
Oh my god. Buckles are having a podcast. Oh my god. Anyway, why do you think gravity's?
Yeah. What's that one thing from Young Sheldon? What they think in Young Sheldon? It's like the unified field theory or something.
I
don't
don't
think that
know.
has to do with gravity.
I haven't watched more than like
I
10
haven't watched
episodes
that
of
in
Young
years.
Sheldon.
I watched the TikTok clips.
Oh. See, I don't-
Same. Well, the YouTube Shorts clips.
Those are worse, bro.
Speaking of TikTok,
It's
I
the
downloaded
literally
TikTok,
same thing.
but I'm only gonna use my personal account. I'm not getting on MCHS.
All right, since we can't talk about gravity, new topic. YouTube
Okay,
Shorts
hold
or
on, hold
TikTok?
on.
Alright,
No, seriously.
black holes,
on
black
the
holes,
topic
black
of
holes.
gravity, I have
What do you
an
want
I
to talk about?
I have a
Okay,
question
you can say
about
that.
gravity and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
theory
yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Could something I wonder if something the size of a penny, let's say, attract as much gravity that the Earth does, theoretically? Given
if it's a black
through the
hole?
fact
Because
that
if
it's not
it's
literally a
like-
Yeah,
penny,
if it's a black
just the
hole,
size
because
of
if we
one.
made a black hole the size of a penny, it would swallow the entire Earth.
Yeah.
Also,
the density of
spaghettification apparently does not occur in all black holes.
It's it's highly debated on the size of the black hole. I think if it's a smaller black hole, then you'll go through like immediately. But then there's just like if it's a supermassive black hole, it
See,
takes
like,
a
here's
bit
the
longer.
thing
supermassive
that
black hole.
here's the thing that makes me question that explanation. We don't really have a scale for size but ourselves. We could be super tiny or super freaking big, but we would never know because of the sheer immense size of the universe that we still can't comprehend. So, like,
Time
what makes
is
a supermassive
relative.
black hole a supermassive black hole? Is it supermassive because it's relative to its surroundings, or is it supermassive relative to us?
And what
Yeah.
if like there's something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what if like
What he
there's something
said.
bigger than what we can see? Like we're a lot smaller than we even think that we are.
Yeah, the universe
or
is
we're a lot bigger
massive.
than we think we are. I think it goes both ways, but we
If
only
that was
look
the
at
case, we would be
ourselves
seeing a
as
lot
smaller.
further into the universe.
We see
Maybe.
a lot further than I like to believe sometimes.
We might see a lot farther into the galaxy.
And how can we can predict like when something's gonna explode, like the sun in millions of years, but we can't predict the weather tomorrow.
But because we can look at
It's
like
because
the
not the same
patterns of other
technology
suns.
is used to find
Yeah.
weather than it is to find what will happen.
We
What
look
could
at other
theoretically happen
stars.
in a trillion years.
Well, I know that, but
Yes, we look at other
it's just kind of
stars, we're
ironic.
like, oh, they die that quickly. Judging by how aged our sun is right now, we can figure out how quickly it's going to die because we've seen these other ones die.
On a
But
small
that's
basis,
also-
it's simple math. But like you look at weather and weather's complicated in a sense.
Yeah.
Which is really ironic to me.
It's like we have a predicted like time that like how long a human could live versus what the weather's going to be tomorrow. You can predict how long something can live, but you like it's hard to predict something that's unpredictable. You can only predict something when it's already
Do you see
there.
what I'm saying though? That like how ironic that is.
It is a little ironic.
It is a little bit. Yeah.
But
Can we just
They
take
do-
a moment to
they do
acknowledge?
predict.
Go ahead.
Can we
Acknowledge.
just take a moment to just acknowledge how terrifying space is?
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Here, I have another topic. We didn't mention. I didn't write this down earlier, but I want to bring it up. Do we think aliens like are real?
Yes.
And follow-up
Okay, what
question:
kind of aliens?
do you think they've come in contact with us?
No,
Okay.
I don't think.
Okay,
they
what
have.
kind of aliens?
Yeah.
Are we
one of the-
talking humanoid? Are we talking
We're
intelligent?
talking
Are we talking
just like
bacterial?
we're just other life in general,
I
because
think
like
there is life, but
It's
as far as
theorized. It's
It'll
theorized that
have
there's
to.
water on Mars, which means that there could possibly be some extraterrestrial bacteria still
that's
on
a
Mars
whole nother
somewhere.
topic. Hold on, I think aliens do exist. Like like the ingredients to create life are too common for it to not exist anywhere else. Heck,
Yeah,
we've
there's no
found
way where
other
the-
planets where we think there might be life, even within our own solar system. But in terms of like aliens have like gone to Earth and like taken a selfie next to the pyramids of Giza and then left, I don't think those exist. I don't
But
because
like, if there's life
think
on
about
such a
it.
small scale somewhere else that like we wouldn't even be able to see it with the naked eye, I don't really care.
We're 1% more intellectual than chimpanzees are. So imagine an alien species 1% more intellectual than us. They'll visit our planet, see us, and be like, they're stupid.
They're dumb.
They're not intellectual. They're just absolutely slow in the head.
Yeah.
And
And
they'll leave.
Neil deGrasse Tyson had a very interesting take about the same as yours, Gabe.
Little Jimmy
About
is
that.
doing Einstein's theorems in first grade.
What were you
But-
saying, Lynn?
I think
Yeah, that's something like Neil deGrasse Tyson said. It is something around those parameters.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think aliens do exist. It's like how Gabe said, the ingredients for life are too common.
Like carbon
And
dioxide.
to think about
and
how
water?
massive the universe is, and for us to be
organic
the
life
only,
forms.
and for us to be the only like trace of life there's in the entire
Mm.
universe that's been around for like what 13
What
billion
qualifies
years.
life?
Anything that can can move around willingly and can reproduce.
Venus flytrap.
Okay, well here's my
Yes.
here's my boundaries for this. I think that aliens do exist in the sense that they are animals.
When you say reproduce,
Plus,
you mean
we
like sexually?
or asexually.
What about
like-
rocks?
No.
Those can't reproduce.
then they wouldn't classify as rocks.
Anyway,
So-
what I was trying to say was we know that life doesn't
Sorry.
require oxygen. It doesn't require oxygen. but it does
What if there was
require stuff like some like if you look at old life on Earth or deep sea life, they don't use oxygen. They use like stuff you find in the rocks, like phosphorus and sulfur, stuff like that. So life on
bugs
the other
breathe through their
planets go.
skin?
And remember and nitrogen too. One of the ingredients for like codons is a nitrogen in space, which
Yeah.
is
I
one
don't
of the
like that bugs
things.
breathe through their skin.
Think of like hydrogen is like the in carbon is like the
Most
most
abundant.
abundant thing you could find.
I'm going crazy.
No one say it.
I don't
Seriously?
like that
I
bugs
was
breathe
crazy
through
once.
their skin.
They
It
locked me in
creeps
a
me
room,
out.
a rubber room with rats.
Imagine if
my
we breathe through our
God.
skin. That'd be actually
No,
way better. I want to breathe through my skin.
I
I want to rip
don't.
off my skin. Take off your skin. There's bugs under your skin.
Anyway, anything else we want to add to the alien topic?
Yeah, we gotta keep talking
I don't
about it.
think there's intellectual humanoid aliens in our near vicinity of our observable universe.
If
and
there
especially
have
ones
been
that
aliens
haven't-
and they
Here's-
visit us,
Here's what I'm saying. Is like we could be staring at a planet right now that has life. You gotta think about how long humans have been around. They've been around for
long
like
compared to the rest of the world.
200,000 years, and civilization's only been around for like 5,000. Like, think about it. A planet 65 million light years away, which is not a lot in terms of space, could be staring at a planet and looking at dinosaurs, and they would no idea we'd exist. Like, you just gotta think about that. We could be
it's just because of
staring
the way
at a,
light travels in time.
yeah, like
Yeah.
they could be staring at us right now and just see dinosaurs. Who's saying like
Look, when
we're
we look
looking at
the
a
way we
planet that's
see-
like a billion light years away?
Look,
and
when
we
we
only
look
see
at the
rock.
Andromeda Galaxy, we see it as it was, like, what, 2 million years ago?
Yeah,
Imagine
like that's
if we,
the
like,
ice
invented a
age for us.
teleportation
Like that's the
device that had,
ice
like, a
age.
limitless range.
That's like
Yes.
If we made a teleportation device with limitless range, if we go to like most of the places that we can see through like our telescopes, imagine how different it would actually be.
But-
Alright, so, question, John, you'd probably know more about this. Do you think hyperdrives, like in Star Wars,
Hold
are
on.
possible in real life?
Not in the sense that they are explained in Star
stop
Wars.
the wall at this spruce log I just placed. Like,
But
like right here. Don't make it go farther than this.
I
We're
don't
gonna
know,
make
it's
it 10.
heavily debated in my
Okay,
mind.
light
Because there's no speed
speed-
faster than light.
light speed in the sense of wormholes could work, but like human-made, man-made hyperdrives, theoretically, that can
Light
go
speed
through-
is still being debated though. I know that doesn't really change your opinion at all, but it is still being debated.
Yeah, but
But,
like,
like,
so
the-
far, there's no speed faster than the speed of light.
except sort of.
Except what?
I don't know too many
Daister too
details
far.
about it.
Daister, I literally said don't go past this
What?
point, and you've gone.
I didn't hear it.
I don't know, this might be a question for Carter.
Maybe. But like I had my own question inside of all these questions. I saw something on a circuit, like a simple circuit, where you can flip a switch and it turns a light bulb on, right? Simple. Very, very simple. Light switch turns off the thing, or turns on the light bulb, and you switch it the other way, it turns off the light bulb. Very simple. Now, never mind, this is a stupid topic. I just thought it through my head, and it doesn't make sense, because I know the
Alright.
answer. Never mind.
Oh, I gotta ask John the door question. Okay, so there's 3 doors in front of you. Left to right, 1, 2, and 3, alright?
Okay.
And one door has $1 million in it. Let me pick which one real quick. Okay. Now pick a number 1, 2, or 3 of the doors?
3.
Okay. It's not in door number 1. Are you gonna keep your choice, or are you gonna switch?
I'll keep it.
Well, shit.
Okay,
Usually, if you keep it, you're wrong. But it just happened that time, which is a rare
what if I
occasion.
was wrong? What would
Okay,
happen
if you
next?
were wrong, what I was gonna explain to you then was that the reason that you should usually switch is because you're statistically more likely
Oh my
to get it
lord.
right.
How
What?
wide?
Statistically.
Okay.
And
What?
you would be right. Statistically, I would get it. I would have a bigger chance of getting it right.
Yeah.
But like statistically, it stays the same if the first door was wrong anyway. So it's my first choice that did take in the fact that 3 options. Basically, my first choice in the 3 options becomes obsolete, and that I should stay with my second choice because it's still a 50-50. Or my first choice.
Yeah.
All right. Wasn't
So,
there
like,
another space
technically-
topic?
Huh? Yeah. Like multiverse theory.
What about it?
That's a tough one.
I don't think it deals in dimensions, but I think if you look at the universe as infinitely expandable, I think it's so large that there's so many possibilities of life out there that literally quintillions of light years away from us is you having sort of this exact conversation right now.
So
Or maybe
you
not
don't
right now,
think
maybe
that it's the
tomorrow.
fact.
If
you
it's
don't think it's the
infinity,
fact
yeah,
that it's
anything and
disconnected?
everything.
There's one
I mean,
person that had that
is
same
the
theory.
universe
Infinity doesn't have to repeat itself though.
Infinity's not numerical, by the way, in a sense.
Infinity
you-
is just
Yeah.
everything.
Infinity is
Forever.
is a what is it called? It's an uncountable amount
Undefinable.
of things. Undefinable.
It's nothing and everything at the same. Zero is nothing and everything at the same time.
0 is nothing and everything. At the
But
same
that's
time.
not-
Infinite
yeah.
is a infinite amount of things. It's not. It is a value. It is not a bunch of values. It is the value.
Yeah.
So, I think if the universe is value infinite,
Yeah,
then
but
yes, I think there is another version of you out there
yeah,
who
but it
might
has to
have
be.
the same
I
conversation.
feel like
Yeah, but
multiverse theory
it has to
is
be
kind of like
massive.
it's disconnected from us and not like in the same universe. It's
Well,
like
that's
how
the thing.
multiverse
I don't
theory-
think there's. As far as space goes, I don't think there's like different dimensions as far as like space time works. But
I mean,
No,
who said
but,
the
you know-
universe was infinite? How do we know that it's infinite? Because we know
infinite,
it
okay,
started
okay.
from nothing, right? And then now it's growing. So it can't be infinite if it's growing. Like if it's
Well, see,
infinite, it'd
that's the
already be
thing.
max.
We say it's infinite because it's
No.
unquantifiable. So
Yeah.
we place it as infinite, not as in like it's uncountable. It's just infinite. Like it's
Although-
confusing to think about, but it's literally
if you counted
infinite.
everything in space right now, it would be different in 5 minutes.
Well,
Yeah.
that's also
yeah.
the thing. You can't. It's infinite.
But we're
Yeah.
thinking about like right now. If you're thinking of like all of time, it still wouldn't be infinite because eventually it'll stop growing. It'll start shrinking down until it's absolutely nothing again, and then there'll be
what
another
do you
big
think-
bang, and then the universe starts again.
So, what do you think if we somehow developed a way to look outside of our observable universe? What do you think is there? Just nothing? And what would we define then by
I think it's
nothing?
more of the
Here-
same thing.
I
I
think,
think it's like
the
Marvel
multiverse-
Contest of Champions. It's like
Oh my- anyway, I think this is where it comes to the play where I think the multiverse is a thing, because if one place can have a big bang that can start a whole entire universe, who's to say that it can't happen more spots. Wait, no, I just had an idea. I
So how does
I changed my
perhaps
mind. I don't think it's real. Because if you think about it, outside of the universe is nothing. That's where space ends. So another universe
know?
can't exist if there's no space outside of the space continuum.
But how do we know that? Like, how do we know that
And
just
here's
because we can't
the
see
problem
it,
is
there's nothing
there's a part of the universe where we stop being able to see things. There could be more past that wall. There very well easily can be.
That's what I'm saying.
But we just don't know how far it goes.
But it's not
But again-
necessarily a wall. It's more of like a energy, is what I
Yeah.
think it would.
I just wonder what it is. Like what is like the outside
So I
of the
think
universe. Like
behind
what
Yeah.
is
this,
it just
I
dark
think
matter?
behind this quote unquote
Wait, did I just do
wall
that wrong?
or energy
Whoa,
that
what?
is
Hold
moving
on.
outwards at all times, I think there is nothing.
When
And
did
what I
pitcher
mean by
plants?
that is like not nothing as in like nothing exists like at all back there, like nothing. I mean nothing as in like we can't comprehend or guess what that is.
I have a
Yeah,
question.
There is
'cause then
something,
that brings up the question:
but the
what do we
only
define by nothing?
okay, but there is something, but the way we can quantify that and explain it is nothing.
Yeah,
have a
like what do we
question.
define? Like that's the thing. What do we define by nothing?
I have a question.
We
Yeah.
define it as
What's your
nothing
question?
because we
What's your
can't.
question?
Where
We
are
can't- we
torch
can't
flowers
understand
and
it.
where are pitcher plants?
On Earth?
No, I meant like in Minecraft.
There's
What?
pitcher plants in
Torch
Minecraft?
flower. Yeah. And torch flowers.
What?
Are you getting sleep drunk?
No, I'm literally holding one right now. I literally just placed one, and I placed a sniffer egg.
What?
Yeah. Let me see if there's a sniffer egg.
And
spawn.
under the flowers?
It's in
What?
flowers.
Pitcher plant? Okay, I knew the torch flower
Spawn
existed,
sniffer.
but there's a pitcher plant?
Why
What is
can't-
that?
Does the sniffer egg have to hatch? Because if I try and spawn...
Ooh, it's literally
Hey
is
guys,
a
go look
pitcher
at.
plant.
Hey Landon, can you go or Gabe? Can you
Yeah, I
go
got
look
it.
at the clip I just sent?
What does the sniffer do again? What does the sniffer do?
It's I don't remember. It's just
And where do you find it?
what? Oh wait, I was looking at Buckles what he sent. I was like, what? I was like, what's that to do with this conversation? I'm so
I don't even want to know.
Anyway,
Oh, and wither rose. Where do you find a wither rose? That's cool.
the wither has to kill.
Oh yeah, John, that's hot.
You have to
No.
kill the wither?
No, like when the wither kills like a mob, it drops a wither rose.
What does the wither rose do? Why does it have
Oh,
like,
that's hot,
wither-
John.
It deals
Yeah,
damage
I
if you
believe.
stand on it.
I think I either killed 3 people or 4 people. in that clip. I
People
was
use
so
wither
nervous.
flowers
You almost aced.
for farms.
Has that always been a thing, or did they just add that?
No, that's been there for about as long as I've been playing.
Ooh, pitcher pod. Torch flower seeds. Those are cool looking seeds.
Hey, I'll be right back.
All right.
You have to like grow it in a farm? Can you not just place it on the ground?
Let's keep on talking about this topic, and then when John gets back, we can start a new topic.
All right.
Okay. Where were we at? I kind of forgot.
What do we
I got
define by
distracted.
nothing?
What do we define by nothing?
Like literally nothing. No space.
The absence.
No time.
of
Time hasn't
anything.
started or ended. There's no matter or emptiness of or lack of matter. There literally is just nothing. It doesn't exist. It ceases to exist.
What if you were to like go into nothing? Like literally be there in nothing?
You
It
can't
wouldn't
be
nothing
in
anymore.
nothing.
Can't.
It wouldn't be in nothing.
Happen.
It'd be empty. That's not nothing, because you still have a space. You'd just be an emptiness. Nothing literally doesn't exist.
I ain't got nothing. We literally ain't got nothing, dude.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Yeah. So theoretically, the tilted towers.
Yeah. That reminds me when we both went, ow.
Ow. That was at Franklin Simpson, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. It was either
Yeah, I'm
that.
back.
Ow.
It was that.
Alright, next topic.
Can I propose a topic?
Yeah.
Can we talk about Infinite for a second? And I mean,
I haven't been talking.
well, no, I mean literally Infinite because, like, what's been going on through my mind recently is like,
I'm gay.
I have been thinking that actually. Anyway, no, I'm joking.
What?
So, okay, we'll say on a, you just have a line, and this line is numbered between 0 through 5, and
Uh-huh.
so you've got 0 through 5, right?
1,
So
2, 3, 4, 5.
to get to 1, to get from 0 to 1, we have to go there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what does it take to get to 1? Not in like a math sense of like adding, but like 0.0.
Yeah, if you think about it, there's infinity
zero,
just in that
zero,
line.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Because
Like,
you
where
can
do you
add an
It
infinite
is.
amount of zeros.
There's an
Hold on,
even-
I don't
Wait,
understand
that's
this.
weird. That's weird.
There's an
I don't
infinite
understand this.
amount of numbers between 0
Wait,
and 1.
what?
Right.
You're
Whoa,
right.
John,
So
you kind of
infinity-
just blew my mind.
There's an infinite amount of numbers between 0 and
Between-
1.
Bro. Okay,
I'm literally trying to find an argument against that, and I
I
can't.
can't.
I can't. There isn't. And it hurts my
Wait a
little
minute,
puny
wait,
brain.
what?
So it
Wait.
brings me back to my argument. What does infinite mean to us in a mathematical sense versus a logical sense?
Oh gosh.
Ow, my brain!
Or
My head
is
hurts.
it, or is it the same?
My butt's
or is
sore.
it the same?
Wait,
Life has no purpose! Life has no purpose!
Why am I black?
Yeah.
oh my gosh, John, you kind
Why
of blew
did-
my mind.
John,
Happy sauce. Michael here. Why
I'm
do
too
black
dumb
people
for this.
exist?
I'm
No,
too
I mean,
dumb.
like,
That is a conversation you need to have with Carter.
Yeah, that's a Carter
And Chad
combo.
Chapel.
like,
yeah.
and maybe I'm too shallow on the topic of like bringing that back to what infinite means to us, but like literally
There's
an
probably
infinite amount
an-
of numbers between 0 and 1.
We can't define infinity.
get-
That's kind of what
Yeah.
infinity is. It's
You can
undefinable.
make
So you can't
infinite
define
amount
it.
of small numbers. You can just keep on adding zeros.
You can't
until-
define because it literally is undefinable.
That's,
So
that's
therefore we
why if
can't
you, in a
define
grid,
it.
On a grid, if it's a line that's going straight vertical, it's undefined because you can't count it. Since lines are infinite,
Yeah.
only on infinite lines.
But no, like he literally just said, imagine you had a line that went from 0 to 1.
Like
That's
I'm talking
still
about like a
infinity.
mathematical line. Like you
That's
go to you
still
go
infinity.
to, you go to. I'm not talking about a literal line. I mean like a graph. Like you have points.
I mean, you could
0
talk
through
literal
5.
line.
I mean, if you want to talk literal line, that just makes things more complicated.
Like a
but-
line
for-
segment, or like a line that goes on forever.
Okay,
No, like it
Just-
doesn't
a
matter.
graph.
Are you getting what I'm saying? Like if you had a line that went
like
from
I'm talking
0
0
0 to 0
Are
like
you saying
1
are you
0.
saying things that can a line that can get infinitely small in between numbers, or a
I am-
line that
I
goes
am-
on infinitely?
He's
I'm
literally
calling-
saying a line
No,
between 0
I'm
and
literally
1.
just saying like numerical order 0 to 5. In numerical order.
Well, it
of
doesn't matter
you
how.
Actually count.
It could be
It
0.
doesn't even have to be on the line. You know what? Forget the line. There's no line. 0 through 5.
It
don't even
doesn't
have to look at it
matter
anymore.
how short the line is. You could still have an infinite number of points between the two spots on your line. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
where it is.
But I'm saying, like positive infinity and instead of like infinity between numbers.
Also, here's my question. Do you think, like, because I've seen this in my math class and I've questioned it. Negative infinity. Wouldn't infinity include all negatives too?
Yeah, 'cause it
Infinity
does.
is
Yeah.
infinity is an absolute measurement, I think. So it's even if it is negative, it's absolute, so it's positive. And it's not really either of them either.
Because I've literally seen in a few of, like, my math problems, like, negative infinity. Like, how is that possible? Because I would think infinity would include negatives.
Well, I think infinity can start from somewhere and go on. It doesn't have to be
No,
like
because then you're defining it. You're defining that
not
it
really.
starts there. You can't define infinity.
You can define where. How can you not define where infinity starts? Like on a
Because it's
specific
undefinable. Infinity isn't
infinity
a
itself.
quantity. It's just a symbol
Okay, think of it this
representing
way.
you can't
Think of it this
define.
way. You have a box. Imagine you just drew a box. And you draw one big circle in the box that touches both sides. And then you draw a little smaller two balls right next to each other.
Oh,
They're a little smaller, but you keep drawing balls to fill up this square. Theoretically, there's an infinite amount of balls you can take to fill up the square. So, like, you get how
Shut up,
there's no
Daister.
start, but there's also no end because there's so many.
balls.
Like, you don't have an answer.
Yeah.
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 Kind of, but not really.
Okay, I have also another proposal that does with space. Ish.
I just don't understand how I can't say.
There's a theory out there that about, like, have you heard of, like, dark matter?
Yes.
Like, do you think that, like, that exists? Do you think our mathematicians are just, like, dumb? Like,
Wait,
what do you
hold
think
on.
dark matter is?
Wait, hold on. Back on the other thing. But isn't a ray, like in geometry, a ray, isn't that literally like saying that infinity is starting at that point and it keeps
No, because infinity, it's like how you'd write that down.
Yes.
Like, if you added, like, a parentheses, like, coordinates for that, you'd put 0. Or, like, let's assume that it starts at the origin, right? You would just put 0, and then, like, for a y, let's say it's going up, it could be infinity.
But
But it's not, like,
Well,
you're saying
no.
there's an infinite
Okay,
amount
hold up.
of that, like, y coordinate.
Dark matter does exist. I'm pretty sure we have, like, proven it.
But
I
what
think it
is
does,
dark
but
matter?
what
What is
is-
dark matter?
Well,
Can we use it for
supposedly it
weapons?
makes up about 25% of the galaxy.
Because it's like we
Our
can't
galaxy or the
see
Milky
it,
Way galaxy?
but like we can
think ours.
only define it as, like, in, like, math. We do the math and figure out it's there, but we can't see it.
Yeah, no, dark matter is invisible.
But it's like, how? How is it invisible but still has matter?
There's a lot of things that are invisible.
So, what is literally known on it, like, is basically nothing. We have no idea how it works. We have no idea how it exists. Dark matter, I'm pretty sure, is actually considered antimatter, in some sense, maybe.
No,
What's your definition of invisible? Like invisible, like you can't see it with the naked eye, or invisible
Naked
as in,
eye.
like you can't see it no matter what?
well,
Naked
if
eye.
you can't see it with naked eye, then there's a lot of things that are invisible, John. Because,
Yeah.
like, there's a lot of stuff you
Okay,
can't see with
no,
naked
okay,
eye, but you
but,
pull
like, the
out a
argument
telescope.
isn't, like, what defines invisible. I mean, like, it is invisible to the naked eye. That's
Invisible
obvious. I
is
don't know if you
like
can do it.
something that doesn't reflect light, but it just passes through it. So you can't say, oh, the dark side of the moon. No, that's just like it's there, but light's not bouncing off of it. I'm saying like if you shine a light on it and it goes right through it, that's invisible.
Okay, think of it this way. We can't see oxygen particles floating through the air right now, but you can in a microscope. Like
Yeah,
you can find
so
oxygen
they're
particles.
literally invisible. Invisible just means not visible. It doesn't really have a definition of like the way that you're
I
saying
mean,
it. I
I
feel
think
like.
invisible. It can. It's a circumstantial word, but mostly we're gonna mean it as invisible to the naked
Yeah.
eye.
And well, I mean, every word can have
And I
multiple
know for a
meanings.
fact, if dark matter exists, it's definitely invisible to the naked eye.
Yeah, but then you can't, because then you can say that. But then what is it? Because you can kind of see gas in space. It's called nebulas.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what
Well,
is
not all
dark matter?
gases, not all gas is invisible either.
But gases, they can't just float around in space. Because they're either going to be nebulas or they're going to clump together and make like stars or planets and other things. They're not just going to float around willy-nilly. Because gases are going to have their own gravity. So they're either going to form a big cloud, become a nebula, or they're going to become an even more denser cloud and become a star.
Could just be space dust.
Space dust.
Well, then what is space dust then?
I mean, atmospheric space dust, I guess. I mean, we
You'd
have
see
a
that.
asteroid field. We have an asteroid field somewhere out there that's just a bunch of space dust, pretty much.
But you could see space dust.
I mean, if you get close enough, but
Yeah, that's what I'm
not with a
saying. But
telescope.
we can't see dark matter. We could see space dust.
So,
We
like,
can't see dark matter.
when you're saying
No.
invisible, you're
I
saying
don't
something
think
that you can't see no matter
I'm
what.
confused. Wait, hold up, Gabe. Now I'm confused. Nobody's arguing with you if you can see dark matter or not.
Yeah, I'm just asking what dark matter is, and everything you're saying it might be, it's like you can see that. But we can't see dark matter, so it's like, then what is it? How does
Well,
it exist? We've only know that it might be
I could
there
make the same.
because
I
of a
could-
mathematical equation said so. Because Stone Cold said so.
'Cause Stone Cold
Yeah,
said so.
exactly. I don't know, but you ever think about how fast is the speed of dark?
Yeah, it'd be
It's
equal
relative to
light.
light, because
Well,
dark is
speed
just
of
an
dark,
absence of light.
dark is like nothing. It's just the absence of
Dark
light.
is the
So it's just
Yeah.
gonna be
The
the same
absence-
speed.
it's
just
the
gonna be the same
absence
speed.
of the speed of light, but I don't think it's the same speed
How is it not the same speed?
because both feel instant, but with the absence of light, light has to travel. So dark only is relative to light, but it would.
It,
Trying to
But
think.
dark doesn't really have to travel, and light does.
yeah, like, cause dark is nothing. Light is something. It's
Yeah.
photons. Dark
Photons,
But that's
yeah.
what
is
I'm.
just the
But that's what I'm
absence
saying.
of it. So that's why light
it
is
can't
just
have
half
a
the
speed
thing.
if it
So
doesn't
does
really
it have a
exist,
speed?
yeah.
You can't have a
I
speed
wouldn't
if
say
there's
so.
nothing traveling.
Yeah.
But is it measurable speed?
It would be opposite.
You
the
can't
speed of
measure
light.
how
Not really
fast
opposite,
dark
but
is
it's-
going because it's not
Okay, but
going. Light is.
Where is Carter when you need him?
Okay, but I understand what you're saying of that it's the absence of light, so it doesn't have a speed. It's just opposite of light, but like literally dark, I think, and what makes sense in my head is a speed because it is a action that takes place of the absence of light. So I think it's only one part of the equation of how.
Yeah. In John's
But dark
defense,
is like a default setting.
in John's defense, all speed is speed. Literally, we have an equation for it. Is speed equals like time over distance,
Yeah.
or distance
Distance
over
over
time.
time, I think.
Distance over time. So,
So
although
it is measurable. is
you
what
can
I'm-
measure
is what I'm
how
hearing.
fast it is, but then
You would be measuring the speed of light.
wait, I
because-
made an oopsie.
Or would you? Or would you?
Oops, I made an oopsie.
You made an oops.
I made an oopsie.
You can't really have a distance of dark Like, eh.
It's just gonna be the same as light. But here's my thing. Darkness is just space. And then light is just traveling through space. So
you
you
guys
can't measure
are right.
darkness because it doesn't exist. It's just
darkness
it's
is
space.
nothing.
It's space.
Okay, so
It's
darkness
already
travels
there.
at the
It's not traveling.
darkness travels at the speed of light. More accurately, darkness does not exist by itself as a unique physical entity, but is simply the absence of light.
Okay.
Anytime you block out the most of light, for instance, by cupping your hands together, you get darkness. So it's not a thing that can emit a speed, it is just the effect of the cause of light.
Basically, what you're saying is like, imagine you had like a cup with a lid on it, and you put like a marble in there, and you shake it around. You can measure the speed of that marble bouncing around because it's moving in the container, but you can't measure like what follows behind it because it's just the part of the container. It's just the part of the space. You can't measure it because it's already there.
I get what you're saying.
We're making Vsauce jealous.
Vsauce wishes he's on the Daister Squad podcast.
Vsauce wishes.
Alright, what was your next topic you had wrote down, Deister?
I'm not there right now. I'll look in a second.
Okay. Because...
I was gonna ask if I could heat this up, but it's actually still warm.
Can we talk about colors? And how you can't confirm what a color is.
What?
Okay. Colors is a weird topic because are we talking about like colors or like
I just don't know how long.
there's like 3 main colors. It's like red, blue, green.
A little bit.
No, because those are to the eyes.
Right.
Like, are we talking about colors to eyeballs or how they exist?
Okay, let me explain it. I'm talking about color blindness doesn't exist, right? Like, take all the colorblind people out of this equation. You just have people who can see color that we define as normal, right?
Okay.
So I'm looking at a blue wall, and me and you both agree that it's blue.
But it may not be blue.
Actually blue?
Because, or that's why it's a weird
what if
subject. Because
what if it's my yellow, but for you it's blue? But we can't confirm that because I don't know what you're seeing.
Because yeah.
What if the colorblind people are actually right?
Animals see
that has to do with how we
different
name
things. Animals see different things, like parrots. Or, like, can't birds see, like, UV rays and we can't? Like, we know colors exist.
And what's that one,
but
like,
we
what's
can't
that one, like,
see it.
shrimp?
So, like, just like our hearing, just like our hearing range, our visual range only can go so far.
What's that one shrimp that can see, like, 8 more colors than us or something?
Most shrimp can see, like, a lot more colors than us.
That's why
but, like, you get what I'm saying, though.
Pink
like,
doesn't really exist. Have you heard that too? Like, pink doesn't exist.
Well, like, that's what I mean. Like, you can say that for all colors, because if you've been taught that that color is blue, and I've been taught that color's blue, but we're seeing different things, how can we know it's actually blue?
Well, then that's just a matter of language. You're not talking about what we're seeing then.
Yeah.
You're just talking about language.
No, I am talking about what we're seeing.
Well, if you're taught that that color is blue, even though it's yellow, then that's just a matter of the knowledge.
I'm getting a headache
language.
from theory. Let's talk about our opinion on nuclear energy.
That's still theory. Oh my god! What's the next
Not as
thing
much
on
as
your
what
list,
we're talking
Deister?
about.
Let me look.
Next on the list.
Simulation. Are we living in a simulation?
Okay, that's different. It's still theoretical, but it's different than what we're talking about. Are we living in simulation?
I don't think so. And the only reason that I don't think so is because if we're, like, aware enough to think, am I in a simulation? Would they not just take you out of the simulation? In theory?
No, for one reason, you can't prove it.
Yeah. I think...
But...
we're
Or at least the people who theoretically, quote unquote, simulated you know you can't prove it
So
until you do.
if we are in a simulation, what do we mean by that? Like, are
We're in
there
a
people?
simulation. Why?
everyone go over towards me. We're gonna build the other side of the wall, and we're build it the exact same length this is, which is at.
So are you getting like a layout for the whole military district?
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
I could just use math to figure this out. Hold on.
Here's my take. I
134.
don't think we're in a simulation until we make another simulation that is capable of
So-
everything we do.
Yeah,
But find out
define
that
the
they're in a
simulation.
simulation.
Though. Like, define what it means for us to be in a simulation.
All right,
We're
54
in a
blocks.
simulation.
So I have to
This
go
is
54
all-
blocks this way.
This is all either computerized. It's not, as we would call real. It's
So what
it's
is
not-
real?
Think about like when I think of it like that, I think about the Maze Runner. If anybody's seen or read
I have
seen
seen
the
The
movie
Maze
or read the
Runner.
books.
Like,
Because
what
they
is
thought
real?
the maze was real, but it's just a whole simulation made by Wicked, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
If what is real is just what we perceive to be real, does that mean simulations, like a simulation that to that detail would be real?
No.
So then what's like the definition of real then?
We don't have a definition of real because it's only as we perceive, but the definition of real is the fact that we can't make a simulation that is that fine detailed. And that is what I would define as real in this sense.
Well, but if we
Until-
are in a simulation, we would never come out with that technology because they would just make it where we don't.
unless
Well,
So
we
the fact,
did.
the
You're-
fact that
you're-
we never come out with that technology could mean that we
You're
are.
thinking of like they're simulating. You're thinking of a reason why they're simulating it, not if we're in a simulation. Because the simulation could easily just be like, if we put these ingredients together, like how would history unfold? Is it like random? What is it like predictable? Like what happens? It could easily just be that.
True.
There's a lot of things
Because
that
it's not so much a dictatorship
start
of
this
a
in the wrong
world that
spot?
you own and rule, and you control the outcomes. It's what a simulation is. I mean, we use simulations every day as far as like, I mean, I use them in my engineering class. We use circuit simulations. and
Yeah,
it's
you're
only
just
to
like-
simulate real world solutions based off of inputs. It's not that we don't want you to find out you're in a simulation. It's can they find out you're in a simulation?
You're just
And
assuming.
maybe that's
there's
not
a-
even the main goal. Maybe it's like what happens in this simulation if Hitler lived or something. You know, it doesn't have to be.
Man, the world would be a lot better before. I'm kidding.
But why would
I
they
mean-
need to put a person in that simulation?
You're-
It's not so much
Maybe
questioning
maybe it's
no
a science
reason.
experiment to see how like people react
To see
if
to
it's
different
possible.
environments.
We're not okay.
if
We've
it's
shifted from what's the reason for the simulation from is there a simulation?
Okay.
Because now we're
I
like, what's the
think-
point of
Okay,
it?
hold up. We're gonna go back to that. I think.
I still think that's an
I think we are not in a simulation, and I'm defining simulation as literally a simulation, not
Like a
anything
computer
beyond that.
is computing us.
Somebody has made a computer or some type of electrical or mechanical device that simulates our everyday lives.
Okay, yeah. Can I say
I
my
don't
theory on
think-
it?
Wait, hold up. I don't think one exists until or if we create our own simulation that is that fine detailed. Because if we do it, then that means we might not be the first.
So if we do it and we're in a simulation, does that mean that we're in two simulations at the same time?
It means it opens up the possibilities for how many simulations take place before us.
Land in your mic.
And we could be in an infinite amount of simulations right now, dude.
And now we're back to the infinite.
All right. All right. Here's my theory. we're not in a simulation, and here's why. Because when, you know, like, when there's, like, code that's, like, running through and stuff, it's all ones and zeros.
Well,
But if
no.
it shows the
No.
simulation to a person, then it turns, like, that code into, like, something that someone can visually see. So, like, Minecraft right now, this is all ones and zeros, but
Okay,
it's
Gabe, I want you
there's
to
a
understand
code
something.
that puts it
Most
into
of what
screen.
you're seeing is not ones and zeros.
It's computed.
I get what you mean by it. It is computed, but ones and zeros is binary, and nothing is binary anymore.
Yeah, we're talking about like the code you'd use to make a video game, which is
Yeah, the code you use to make
to
a
an
video
And then
game
those are
is
different
like...
scripts. Those
To
are
an
different
extent.
scripts, and that
No, I
use.
mean,
But
I'm literally talking zeros and ones is like 80s video game technology.
yeah, and it's still we still use 0 and 1s to an extent, but most of the
Yeah,
code we
to a
use now is
very...
like
Well,
player
no, 'cause
underscore
doesn't
walk
Computer trips work
slash.
by like basically
Weird.
flashing on and off, like on a really, 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 really tiny scale, and that's how it computes anything. So it's still like ones and zeros, but it's not a physical 1 and 0 like computing that. It's literally just like the little tiny little like rods that are literally you can't see with the naked eye or flashing on and off.
They're not so much flashing, but they're more like activating. They're on and off.
So that's still ones and zeros.
Yes, it's
So
more. Think of
they
it more as
are.
true and falses than ones and zeros. And I know it's confusing because I'm learning about it in my engineering class, but it's more true or falses than it is ones and zeros. Ones and zeros is more just works for us better, but literally how it works is true and falses. And it's all the same thing, and it's all different. Hunley explains it very weirdly. But yeah, continue.
Only is mentally.
So theoretically, if they were simulating something, it wouldn't be like physical, like how we are. It'd just be inside of a computer computing, and then the display wouldn't be actually what's happening. It's just
The display you're seeing is the output of technically all those ones and zeros.
yeah, but
Would there be
we're
input delay?
not in the we're not in the display, right? We're just
What if the server crashed?
No, if we were in a simulation, we are the display.
What if you accidentally unplug the monitor?
Then we're all dead. Or you ever think those times when you blink and you think the power went out, but
And here's
it never
another
did?
question that it brings back to
Yeah.
infinity, right? What did I just do? I meant to break it all, not place. Cause that's say you're starting a simulation. If in this simulation we're seeing a whole universe, right? Does that mean the simulation includes the whole universe? And does that mean if
yes.
the universe is infinite?
Have to have
they
a good
need-
computer.
Yeah, you need like an infinitely powered computer to simulate this infinite universe. And the people need be able to see the infinite size of the universe for it to be a
Or-
display.
Would it be such a small scale that to us it's infinite, but to them it's quantifiable?
Well, how would it be?
How would it be
it
quantifiable if
quantifiable?
It would-
infinity is unquantifiable?
Well, if you think about it, infinity is also relative in some cases. So, if we're on such a small scale that to us
Just back
it
to-
feels
Why is
like
everything?
Why is it
everything has
always
to do
lead
with
back to infinity? Why is it every time? Find
No, I'm
another
serious,
quote,
I'm serious,
please.
though. I'm
I'm
serious,
very
though.
nice.
I'm serious,
Actually, though, why does everything have to do?
We
with
tried to talk about if we're
infinity?
living in a
So weird.
simulation, and we're back to what is
Alright,
infinity.
we'll keep talking about
We
the
started that
simulation.
half an hour ago.
If this was
No,
a simulation,
listen,
if this was a
trust me,
simulation,
trust me,
Oh
trust me.
my
the reason I
god,
can
we
think we had it.
Trust me.
my brain.
The only reason I'm bringing up infinite now is because it would seem like infinite to us. And by the way, I didn't even bring up infinite. You said, would it simulate the infinite universe?
Yeah, I just realized.
Okay.
Ooh.
Which to us is infinite, but to them it's simulated, so it's quantifiable.
Or what if it's only seemingly infinite and not actually infinite?
So exactly, that's what I mean. It's seemingly infinite, but it's not really.
But we
infinite
actually
because
don't know.
And again, we don't know. But like, if you want to try to work it out, yeah.
All
All
you've told me from this
It's
is
infinite
that
to us because it's simulated to be infinite to us, but the infinite to us is quantifiable for them because we don't know any better.
it's gotten to the point where I'm not even like, oh, we're not in a simulation. It's gotten to the point where I'm like, there's no way we can tell if we're in one or not.
How do we get out of here?
So the only reason I think they would have a simulation is it. I'm going back to Maze Runner here.
I'm calling
Is
Joe Rogan
because
right
it's
now.
a social experiment. Because the whole
Where's
reason they
Neil
had the
deGrasse
maze
Tyson when
and
you
stuff
need
like
It was a
that,
prank. It was a prank.
the whole reason they
Daister-
had the maze is because of a
Daister
social
deGrasse
experiment.
Tyson.
The reason they had the maze was to see how different groups of people would react in that environment.
Yeah.
Neil the Deister Tyson?
Next, what's the
I
next
agree
topic,
with you, Landon,
Deister?
I agree with you.
We're actually all out of topics, so we
You're
can
kidding. That was our last topic.
Yeah,
Can we
didn't
go
really
back to
spend that
how
much
many-
time.
Let's go to
Can we go
nuclear
back-
energy. Let's go to nuclear
Hold
energy.
up, can we go back to
I
how
don't know
many
anything about
numbers
that.
are between 1 and 0?
No, oh
Or
my
0 and 1.
god,
Look,
my
this
brain
is infinity again, and
hurts.
infinity hurts my brain.
Alright, let's talk about nuclear energy then. Do we
What
support
about
it?
No,
Like,
that's
what's our
even
views on it?
worse.
Well,
I don't
how
even
is
know anything
nuclear
about that. You're
energy
the only
work?
one that knows, because he's the only one who knows anything about that. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I mean-
well,
I don't know if
Landon,
you
where
guys
are
think-
you asking about it? Where are you about to
What
say
are our
about it?
views on it? Do you think it's the best energy source, or do you think there is another?
No.
Okay, so here's
No.
the thing I think about the energy grid and the energy source. You can't look at it as what is our main energy source because we have such a large array of we have such a large power grid. You can't just have one source to power it all. Even if you had back to infinite, even if you had an infinite amount, you still wouldn't be able to do it, in my opinion.
Yeah, because you can't.
And we're not,
there
by the way,
can
we're
be a
not
best.
lingering onto that infinite. That's just
There can
that's an
be
opinion.
there can be a best power source, but it won't be all we have because then we're not utilizing all the energy we could be using.
Exactly. So I think it could take some use. I think it will take
I
use
think
of
I think
nuclear
the solar
energy,
I think
but
the
it
solar
won't
energy
just be that.
I
because
think
as
in
long
terms
as
of
we're here, the
our
sun
options
is going to be
now,
burning. So it
I
should be
think
solar.
in terms of what we have now, and nuclear energy is by far, compared to
But
a
we're
lot
not
of
good
others, is the best option.
We're
'Cause
not good
it's
enough at
cleaner.
making solar energy, like, work.
Yeah, but yeah, so where we're at
But
right
that's
now,
also the
maybe
thing,
it could
we're
be
also
nuclear.
not good enough at making nuclear energy work. but
Yeah,
yet it's
like
really
that
good.
could be
We're
that
good
could
at
it's
be
making
all
it
a
work,
matter-
but we're really good at messing it up, too.
yeah.
It's all a
But-
matter of trial and tribulation. Yeah, the Chernobyl and Fukushima 3 Mile Island disaster did happen, but I think it's it's a disaster, but
learning
it's also a
experience.
learning experience.
Here's my
It's
view
a
on
learning
it.
experience.
Here's my view.
You know,
Solar would be
you know
the
what,
best.
Landon, you know what I say to that?
What?
Once a man said, "One death is a tragedy, but a million is a statistic."
Okay, here's my take on it.
Or-
Solar energy would be the best, but because of politics it isn't. Because all the best places we'd be able to build it are in deserts. And you know what deserts have? Oil. Do you think the people in the oil places want to not get that stuff out of the ground,
Yeah.
but would rather
Can you
use solar?
make,
No.
can you make an
wouldn't wanna do
infinitely
that.
long video game?
Minecraft.
It's not infinite, though.
But it
No,
is.
not with
But
our
it is.
technology anyway.
But
And
it
can we
is.
stop talking about infinity?
No, but infinite video
Look,
games do
In
exist.
terms of clean energy,
what?
next to solar,
Subway Surfers.
No, because
That's an
didn't
infinite
someone
video
get the end of it?
No.
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 But
those little runner
Nuclear-
games you play on your phone, those are infinite. It's just a simulation you go through.
But
And it's
I
not so
feel
much
like someone's
infinite.
reached the end of it.
I don't think so.
I don't
Well,
think so
listen,
either.
with
Like
we're
someone
gonna
reached
go back
the
to
end of the
nuclear energy
Dino
'cause
game.
that's something, because that's something I actually know about. We've had, in terms of clean energy, besides solar, it's one of the best because it doesn't take up as much space. Because for solar to power on a large scale grid, you'd have to have acres and acres and acres of
That's
solar
with our
panels.
current technology, but it's like we also need to leave room for like we could advance the solar.
Computers used to be huge.
Yeah.
Now they're not.
We could be like, why
I see your
are we
point.
using
I see your
these
point.
giant computers when we can be using man computers instead? But now we've advanced that. It's like, why won't we invest in the solar to make it more efficient so we use
Or
less
because we
space
have
and still
knobheads
get...
in our
That's
Congress.
because
So.
it's. I think it has something to do not more with the intake you can have of a solar panel or something. I think it's we're behind on the technology
'Cause
of
we're-
how to reroute that to the power grid and get it out to everybody.
'Cause
Because
think
the
about-
locations we would put that in is so far away. So like, imagine everybody's getting their power from the Sahara Desert.
No one's
Think how
living out in
long-
the
Well, and to
Sahara
be-
Desert. The Sahara
If we
Desert's
could
bigger
ship
than
that
the
out from
United
the Sahara
States.
Desert, if we covered every square kilometer of the Sahara Desert in just solar panels, it would probably be enough to power the entire world power
Exactly.
supply for
So why won't we do it?
decades.
Why won't we do it? No
But
one's
with
out
our
there.
technology right now, nuclear
Because
is
we
the best.
can't-
It doesn't take
we
up as much
can't-
space. You can put it literally anywhere.
It's
Okay,
just the
Gabe,
amount of
you
resources you
can't-
put into it.
We could do that, but you can't get it to everybody in a efficient manner. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Efficiency. It's not efficient. You would lose so much money.
But think about, like, there's nothing in the state of Nevada. We could just fill that whole state up with freaking solar panels. It would power a whole country.
Well, that's
Because
what I mean.
besides Las Vegas, it's just empty.
It's how you have to get.
We could fill
It's how
Wyoming
you
up.
have to get it to everybody. Like you can't
Yeah,
get it
like
to
if you're in the
everybody.
middle of nowhere.
And who needs New
Efficient.
Jersey either? Like, let's just get rid of everything in New Jersey, and we could just
Okay.
put solar panels in there, and we're good.
How are you gonna get all of that
But
power to
that's
people?
that's the thing. That's the thing with nuclear energy. We could, put one wherever, like put a nuclear power plant wherever.
And Gabe, that's what I mean by that. We don't have the power grid to support an entire state of solar panels.
But
because
think
we
about
can't
this.
Get that No, I know what you mean, and I agree. But we literally don't have the technology to do that theoretically.
But-
like we have
Okay,
it to
okay,
start
but
it, but not to transport.
What think about all the
Why not?
land that we're using, like houses, and like we could put solar panels on the roofs of houses and schools and shopping
But that's
malls
also
and
the
everything,
thing.
and
They're
we
not
hardly do
efficient
it.
enough.
But here's the thing with oh my gosh.
That's right.
Well, solar
I can't-
panels
I
are
can't remember.
renewable. They don't last forever. And so, like, imagine solar panels go out
Panners.
every 20 years. Or like bridges and
So
stuff,
you
like 50
repair
to 100
'em.
I
years.
found my new favorite block in the
Same
whole
thing
fucking
with
game,
the
dude.
nuclear
Well, then
stuff.
think
You-
about this. Every 50 or 100 years, you suddenly have the entire country trying to restock their homes full of energy. We just don't have the
Well,
funds
and then
or supplies
every-
to
But
efficiently
listen,
Every
repair
50
And that's
years,
what-
one
which-
goes off, and then freaking gases all of Europe. Which one would we rather have?
You realize there's like a 1 in a trillion chance for a Chernobyl scale
1 in a trillion.
disaster to ever happen again.
Gabe, I don't think you understand. It's not. We are running out, and not like very soon, but we're running out of our energy that we are using now. But we also don't have another
I
good
made a circle in
answer.
Minecraft.
We don't have another reliable answer. That's why we've stuck to it for so long. Is that we can't efficiently
Because we're
use that
using
power at all.
non-renewable energy.
There's two ways.
No.
There's
It
two
has
ways to
nothing
use
to do with
nuclear energy.
non-renewable. It means we can't get renewable energy efficient enough to power the same way we do with fossil
And that's the
fuels.
problem
It's
with our current
statistically,
technology.
it's statistically impossible, and it's been proven time and time again that that's what we need, and we need to advance that technology, but we haven't, and it's impossible right now.
Again, knobheads in Congress. But I digress. But here's the thing: there's
think about
two
that.
ways.
Also,
There's
there's
two
like
ways
wind ones.
you can use. Two ways you can use nuclear energy. That being fission and fusion. In a fusion reactor, I think they made this one in France. It had a fusion reaction of up to like 5 seconds. It was enough to power like 300,000 homes.
But that's
But
the thing.
that's-
It's
that's-
not like
that's
we
not
can't
nuclear,
get it
is it?
efficient enough. We can't.
Again, with
Like
current
right
technology.
now, we don't have the power grid to. We don't have the power grid to support your ideas, Gabe. We have the basis ideas to support your
If we're
ideas.
talking about
But
like
again,
right now,
we can't
like
efficiently do it.
yeah,
Not
at this
right now.
very moment, if we're not talking about how we can turn it in the future to be the best one, like if we're talking about at this very moment, it's obviously going to be fossil fuels. Like without a doubt. Like why are we even
Now,
having this
eventually in
argument?
the future, it should be your idea, and it should transfer over to what you're saying. But
If we're talking about right now, it's
as of
fossil
right now,
fuels,
it's
no argument,
impossible.
argument over. Like
But
Oh,
like
gee whiz,
in the
guys.
next like
Yeah, we're talking
200 years of
efficient.
civilization,
Yeah,
we
fossil
should
fuels.
we should be like 90% renewable energy.
Talking fossil fuels right now, but we got to think
Amen.
about the effects fossil fuel has on the planet. You
Well,
know, we
that's
have
also the thing.
flowers blooming in Antarctica right now.
Isn't that so cute?
Well, that's called global warming. That's called global warming. Did not know we
called-
were
but
discussing
that
that.
level of global warming
Heartwarming.
isn't natural.
Warms my heart.
It isn't natural, and you're exactly right about that.
How do you know?
Wait, okay, so we're negative 167. Okay, we're at negative.
Think about a city
184.
like
No.
Beijing. Look at
No.
pictures of it. And just look how insanely polluted it is because of the CO2 emissions.
It's not that bad, to be honest.
No, have you seen
You're right.
some of
I
those
could live-
cities
I
in
could live
freaking
there.
like Vietnam or like Thailand and stuff? Like the sky is literally brown. It looked like what New York did during the wildfires, just because of the amount of smog in the air.
It looked like what it felt like to
Listen,
be
hey,
Yeah.
in
I
a
can
room
I can
after Hunter
attest to
Parati
some of
gassed
this.
it.
I can attest to some of this. While I was in France, God, awful.
God,
Y-
oh.
y- Like it is
God,
literally
awful.
awful.
Yeah, like remember the London smog, where because of the amount of factories and burnings and stuff like that was happening there, it caused smog. You couldn't see 3 feet in front of you, and it caused people to die and like drown in River Thames.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Wizard.
By the way, the River Thames is disgusting. Don't let anybody
Yeah.
tell you any different.
But you think about that, and that was the amount of like
We need
climate
to
change
decorate stiff tongue
that
for
happened just
Halloween.
in like what, like 18, whenever that happened, 1800, late 1800s,
We need to
early
decorate
Just
stiff
1900s.
tongue for Halloween.
whenever the London Industrial Revolution was, somewhere towards the end of that, I think.
We should,
Yeah.
and for Christmas, we should
Like,
do Daister.
And can you imagine? Can you imagine like what would happen? Like it'd be like with now it'd be like London smog times like 10.
Lyndon B. Johnson. Johnson.
Anyway,
Hey,
I'm gonna get
we're
on
going crazy.
Rainbow.
Oh my goodness. Oh. We need to decorate stiff tongue for Halloween.
We need more like casual ones that are not freaking philosophy, because
Or trying to shape the
brain
geopolitical
hurts.
climate of the world.
yeah, because my brain hurts. I need something that I just like know and can argue, because my brain hurts.
Abortion.
Alright, so my views on abortion.
Thank God for the freaking
For real.
Thank
Supreme
God
Court
for Roe
did us a
versus
real
Wade,
one,
first
bro. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I didn't even hear what he said.
If you really get
You're just
down
like-
to it, like I'm not voicing my exact opinion yet, but if you really get down to it, it comes to the two very essential human rights that every human has. And it
Life
takes
and
two-
liberty and the pursuit of happiness.
Well, it takes two of those, and it puts them against each other, which is very ugly, in my opinion. And it's the right to live, and the right to choice.
Well, here's my argument on that. Like, at a certain age of like the embryo's development, yeah, it's like a living creature. Like when it has like a pumping heart, yeah, that's when I consider it living. But like when it's like at least in the first half of development, that's not living. Okay, that's not living.
But
So
that brings us back to our definition of life.
I agree
again,
with Gabe somewhat. Like, okay, so the butthole is one of the first things that form. If you abort a baby as it's forming the butthole, I don't think it's a living creature. I don't think that's anything
I
actually.
think-
And I know that's I understand the gravity of that it's harsh to say because it would be a baby. But like in the literal sense, I don't think it is. Do I think you should be able to abort it? No.
I think
But-
the only time you can like I think an abortion like isn't justified
I made
is
a
like
oopsie.
when it's so late in the development process. Like if you took it out of the womb, it could live.
Hey,
It may not be fully developed, but it could still live.
hey,
with
I
the right
made a little
nurturing
bit
and
of
care.
oopsie. Come
That's
check the
when it's not.
gatehouse.
But I think
Oh,
I think the
yeah.
wrong way to look at it.
Wait, what do you
is-
mean?
I put a thing in there. I made a trap.
I didn't know what it was when I pressed it.
So we're talking about that, but I think the only time it would be acceptable for abortion is if the mother could die, like the mother is at like a genuine risk of dying, or if the child is only going to live like at
Yeah, I feel like
most
it's
an
I
hour.
feel like it's super circumstantial,
And it
but I
can't
also
be,
feel
like,
it's very,
the
taken
wrong
care
way to
of.
look at it. I feel like the wrong way to look at it is it's my choice, it's my body. I feel like that's the wrong way to look at it.
yeah, and all these sissy liberals, you know, they'll tell you
And
otherwise.
it's not even sissy liberals. I mean,
Well,
it's
and
like,
then I think it should be legal, and if you don't like it, just don't do it, because like that, and like in Judaism, like the mother has the right. It's like the mother over the baby. So that's like that violates their religion,
Yes,
and they even
which-
tried to sue
okay,
over it.
but like,
So-
okay, you got to think though. Religion can sometimes be messed up. I mean, we still have.
Are you saying
I'm trying to
Judaism's
think of
messed up? Are you like Hitler? Are you gonna start gassing them?
That's
You're gonna
not-
kill 6 million of them?
I don't
Well,
know
I
what
mean,
you're
think about
saying.
Think about it. What's that one religion that's in like the Middle East? I'm trying to think
Islam.
What they're called? Yeah, Islamic. There's Islamic religions that are committing
Mass
essentially
genocide,
sexual crimes, and
becoming
mass genocides.
terrorists.
Well, those
know,
are
running
like
planes
certain
into our
groups of
skyscrapers.
Islam. That's not actually Islam.
No, I mean, the Islamic faith has certain sides that is
Like Islam kind of
Well, how
focuses
did we get to this topic?
like it focuses on like kind of like more peacefulness, and that's not what those groups are. That's different. That's like comparing different kinds of Christianity to each other. Like it gets to the
Yeah,
point
that's
that they're
like
not even
saying
the
like
same.
every. That's like saying every
The
Christian
Eastern
is like
Orthodox
a MAGA
Church is
Trumplican.
the same as like Baptists.
Well, I think it's a little bit more extreme on the other side, though. I feel like you can way easier like compare those two than you can.
Like that just
the
goes back to what I said.
terrorist
Like if you
groups.
don't
No, I
like
meant, like,
abortions, just don't
guys,
do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
I meant like earlier. I meant like there's faiths out there that are committing like literal, essentially war crimes in a sense of that they're like
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
like
circumcising
Aztecs
women
had,
against
like-
their will because it's their religion. Like I don't think.
don't Jews circumcise their kids?
No.
I mean, no, Jews are the ones that do uncircumcisions. I think.
Not all the time, though.
No, not all the time. I mean, like practicing
Orthodox.
Jews.
This wiener. Never mind.
But
Is-
like,
Is a wiener
Like-
alright?
Like
I was
religious
gonna say-
leaders, will come, religious
I was gonna
leaders will
say,
come
is
together
it
and like.
kosher if I eat a wiener?
But like, you get what I mean though. Like, there's religious leaders out there that will gather together and will like cut the clits off of like young women because it's considered something nasty. Like it's
Ow.
exactly.
Okay,
Ow.
yeah, okay,
It's
yeah, I
wrong.
get that, but what does that have to do with the abortion talk?
Youch.
What?
What does that have to do with what we were talking about originally?
Because
I don't even know what we were talking about.
Abortion.
Yow!
Oh, we were talking about the
Owie, wowie!
and stuff.
We should not be laughing.
What is
We're
wrong with
adults
us?
that have adult conversations.
And make jokes like every 5 seconds.
Like, we're talking about abortion, we go, youch!
We're
If I was
talking
that
about-
baby, I'd be like,
Yeah! Bro, if I was that Jew in the gas chamber,
If I were that
youch!
baby, I wouldn't take that disrespect like that.
Yeah, if I was that baby,
I
I would
would
not
have like
take it out like
360
that.
no scoped back at him, bro. Like, I would have just like started the Holocaust if like they freaking like did
Heck,
that
I
to me, bro.
already did that.
have you heard that joke about why Justin Bieber has really good dance moves?
He does.
Because he's gay.
Because he was dodging a coat hanger in the womb. Anyways,
Anyway,
guys.
We got like a
Well,
we
folks,
got like
I
a
think
nice
that's all for
like
this session
happy
of the Daister
topic.
podcast.
We should not end it off on abortion. We need something else.
Yeah, we
No,
should
let's end
definitely.
it off on
Trump
abortion.
2024!
Oh, my
Gabe,
lord.
Gabe, get on Rainbow and let's end it on abortion.
No, we need like a nice light-hearted.
That's what I'm convinced some of
Yeah.
our teammates in Siege were, is just like aborted fetuses that somehow
What?
became
Dude.
like somehow lived and are
That
just
reminds me
playing
of this
Siege.
joke that this guy that I used to know, he's really
Somebody
strange.
that I
got
used to
something.
know.
Might have something a little bit wrong in the head. One of the things that he used to say sometimes, he'd be like, "What's the difference between a pile of dead babies and a Lamborghini?" Do you want to?
What's the difference?
I don't have a Lamborghini in my garage.
Okay. Okay. Here's a question. I got a question for y'all. Are you ready? What do you think are the best fast food fries?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
You
And
are
I'll
you
tell you why.
high?
Wait.
No, I'll
Wait.
tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Hold on. Do you count Wingstop as fast food?
No.
Because Wingstop has.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Not necessarily.
If it has a drive-through, it's fast food.
Okay, that's fair.
And it's McDonald's, and I'll tell you why. Here in the county, McDonald's
Well,
sucks
actually-
as far as fries go. But I'm telling
like
you, dude, I ate at a McDonald's in every country in Europe, and they perfectly salt their fries to maximum intensity.
Okay, in the U.S.
Like, it
in the
is
U.S. In the U.S.
Beautiful.
Because there's a lot of fast food chains outside the U.S. that we're not even taking into account. So they're just inside of the United States what is the best french fries.
Bussies.
On the US.
Jeez.
Okay, I'm sure there's a big city out there that also does as good as Europe, but like I'm saying, Europe is the only time. that
Oh
gets really
no,
good stuff.
I went. New York is known for really good food, and their McDonald's is about as well as it does in freaking Greenville. So
Freaking Greenville.
yeah, freaking Greenville.
Yeah.
DC does it about as well as Greenville. So Nashville, well, I mean that's Nashville. I don't. There's like
What do you mean?
2
The
restaurants.
only thing
I know
Nashville's
about.
got going for it is country music.
Yeah, they don't have that
For
good
real.
of food there.
Morgan Wall and Luke Combs.
All the
Morgan
good
Mine.
food in freaking Nashville you can find everywhere else. So I don't consider that
Yeah.
food hub.
What's the best place to get food?
Okay, my answer for my favorite fast food fries is Cane's. Cane's
I don't
No,
really.
no, I forgot about my boy
Zaxby's.
Zaxby's, bro. Zaxby's beats Cane's any
Zaxby's.
day. I take that back.
Oh yeah.
Zaxby's,
And
Zaxby's
bro.
their
fries are better than
Zaxby's
Cane's
sauce.
fries. That's true.
And the Zaxby sauce, I could drink that.
It's the same
Zaxby
as
fries
Cane's
are
sauce,
the
though.
best. The best.
Cane's has worse chicken, and that's literally the only difference between Zaxby's and Cane's.
No, the fries at Cane's
And
are
the
worse.
fries,
The
too.
chicken, and that's about all they have going for them.
Yeah.
So
Cane's
therefore,
is like
Zaxby's is just better.
Zaxby's.
And
Cane's
if
is like
if there's a
Zaxby's, but in, like,
Zaxby's and a
druggy
Cane's,
area.
if there's a Zaxby's and a Cane's right next to each other, and you choose Cane's over Zaxby's, why?
Actually,
If
I
you do
agree
that,
with
you
Gabe
probably
on that.
never.
If I was
if
if
you-
I was
yeah.
faced with the decision of Zaxby's and Cane's right next to each other, I would go with Zaxby's.
Like, why
But
would
if
you go
don't,
Cane's?
You've probably never been. You've probably never been to Zaxby's if you don't.
Like, the only reason Cane's is around is because isn't a Zaxby's next to it. And the ones that are open next to Zaxby's, I don't understand how. It's probably while Zaxby's is closed or something. Because I don't understand how they get business.
Like Zaxby's and Cane's, it's like Krusty Krab and Chum Bucket.
Yeah, exactly. That's like
Yeah, that's
exactly
actually
what it
really
is.
good.
That's a really good analogy, bro. Like, they're asking for the recipe for, like, the freaking, chicken and fries, and they just can't get it, bro.
Trying to steal it.
Cane's chicken just kind of looks like a rat fell in the deep fryer.
Honestly!
They bedded up a rat and served it
Yeah.
for, like...
And it kind of feels like it, too.
They're just eating Micah
Yeah.
Bell. Like that's all it is. Eating Micah Bell.
Dude, spoilers!
Spoiler.
He looks like a rat.
He does look
Shut
like a
up.
rat. Micah Bell looks like a rat, bro. He looks like a Cane's chicken wing, bro.
He looks like.
He looks like a Cane's chicken wing.
You've been like a Cane's
Boo.
chicken.
I was about to say it. I was about to say
You
it.
know what else does? Lenny.
Literally, literally stole the wiener right out of my mouth.
What? Have you
Landon,
seen that
I was
video
about
where
to ask
the
where
guy-
you're placing those for, but I forgot there's an inside wall.
There's an inside wall. What?
like, there's a thickness to these walls. It's not just one
Oh,
block.
there's a thickness.
There's a thickness to. Never mind.
To my jiggling butt.
To Daister's massive planets.
Oh, the little lava thing you made reminds me of For Honor.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Okay. On the topic of fast food, best fast food burgers.
I don't care. If
eat
it's a burger, I'm
burgers.
gonna eat it.
But
don't
you
really
all
eat
you're
burgers.
gonna have a burger that you like more than the other. So what is
My fat ass self does not care. If it's a burger, I'm eating
it?
it.
You're not
I don't really.
fat.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't even tell the difference between most burgers.
How? Like
The only
McDonald's?
thing that I can
You're
ever
comparing
tell the difference
Cane's
between,
to Zaxby's right now,
Right
but like
now-
it's like
right now,
McDonald's
right now.
versus like anywhere else.
because
McDonald's
Right now,
burgers
I
it's
can,
are
gotta
maybe
be
I can
worth
tell the
Sonic.
difference between the bun. The bun is the only part that I can tell the difference between. I can't tell the difference between the patty. Like
No,
almost ever.
my favorite
Right now,
burgers
for me, it's
are
gotta be
Hardee's.
Sonic. If I had to choose, it'd be Sonic.
Burgers? I've never had
Yes.
a Sonic
Burgers?
burger.
Oh my
I didn't
gosh.
know there was Sonic burgers. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Dude, it's amazing.
My favorite are Hardee's.
It's the best thing I've ever put in my mouth.
Have you
next
been to
Daister's,
Hardee's and
never
tried their Nashville hot chicken tenders? Or the
I'm not gonna
burger?
lie.
I haven't yet.
I'm not the biggest fan
I don't-
of
I don't-
Hardee's
I'm not-
burgers.
Landon,
Hardee's
I'm
has
not even gonna
mid
talk
regular
about that.
chicken.
Hardee's chicken is like Arby's. It's kind of mid.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna
Except
go
it's
there for
really
the chicken.
soggy.
You're gonna go there for the burgers or if they have burritos. But the one in freaking Powderly doesn't have burritos anymore. It only has freaking tacos and quesadillas. Like I want those, and it annoys me so much.
It's just not a burrito.
Guys, I got an alpha pack. I need you to bless it, all three of you.
Alright.
Wing wong wong, wing wong wong, wing wong wong.
Wing
Hey,
wong,
yeah,
wing
yeah,
wing
yeah,
wong.
hey, da, da, da. Wait, no, wait, that's not, hold on, that's not my, hold on, I didn't bless it right, I didn't bless it right. I gotta bless it again. Dude, Mike, I did right.
Oh my god.
Alright, let's see what it is.
He's gonna
Oh,
get
it's
a skin
green.
for smoke.
It's green.
Oh my god. It's
Aw.
because you
Oh my god,
freaking.
it's even worse. It's even worse. It's even worse than green. It's a uniform for class.
it's white.
Bro, a black woman? That's a shield
Oh
off?
my god. Okay.
Black woman that's-
Okay.
Does
Are we
Clash have
done talking
cancer
about
if she just
burgers? Are we
falls?
done
I wish
talking
she
about
had
burgers?
cancer.
Alright,
I
here,
wish
next
you
question,
had
next
cancer.
question, next question.
Wait, guys,
On the topic-
I've got a
what?
Bravo pack. I need you to bless it.
Wiener,
Dude,
wiener,
what
wiener,
guy
I'm
right?
blessing
Wiener
the
stickers?
Bravo pack for night.
Bravo
pack, Bravo pack, Bravo pack.
It's green. I'm gonna kill myself. You guys suck at this.
My boy
The
is
way Daister said Bravo.
Do it again.
Bravo pack.
Do it again.
Bravo pack.
Do it again.
Daister, do it again.
Play it in the stream.
No, okay.
I'm
I
gonna
don't want
clip
to.
it in this.
Alright, next question, next question. Best pizza. Like main,
Papa John's.
on God though, like on God.
Yeah.
Like Papa John's is the best. My least favorite is Pizza Hut. Like
Yeah.
the only reason I ever get anything from pizza is
Yeah, I
not
don't
even
like
their.
Pizza Hut.
Oily.
They're
I
not.
love their
So
cinnamon
oily.
sticks.
I'm not even getting. I'm the only reason why I'm going to Pizza Hut is for their Alfredo. It's not even for their pizza.
I like
What's that
cheese
for Fred? I
sticks.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
like
they
the
and
cheese
it's
sticks, too.
it's bussin'. I'm not gonna lie. It's the only good thing that's come from. It's the come.
What? It's the new song. Someone says come.
But yeah, Pizza Hut, and like if you're going there for the pizza, on God, the best. There's no
What?
like you can't tell me otherwise. It's the best pizza.
You just said Pizza Hut's the best?
No, I
Okay.
said Papa John's.
Gabe,
Well,
Did I
Well,
just mess up?
do you want to get on Rainbow with me and play some ranked?
maybe in a little bit.
Wait, it's
Alright.
not wrong. Is it? Did I just make that whole thing wrong, or is it right? No, it's
I
right.
think it's alright, Daister.
What?
Why is the other side? Okay, the other side's different. Okay.
What do you
I
mean?
love that disc.
Wait, what's Deister freaking?
I
Sucking
had
my
an
lane?
existential crisis for a second because I thought I did it wrong.
I have those every day.
Oh my God, this looks sick. Are we gonna talk about how awesome this looks?
Fortnite.
Dude, I'm literally gonna bust.
This
If
is gonna
we
be the.
add like,
Do we want this to be the
if
whole
we
entire
add, like-
military district? Are we just gonna like
I want it to be
put
black.
out a
I want it to be
blueprint for
black.
the whole
I want it to
entire
be black. I
military
want it to be
district?
black.
look, I want the walls to be more intricate. I want to have like turrets, towers, and stuff like that every now and then. Just so it doesn't look boring as hell.
Yeah, we're just
Shall
building
we?
the bases right now. Like we're gonna build a
Shall
wall,
we?
then we're gonna add those. Shall
Swear to
we?
God, if I play
Shall
Melee
we?
again.
Shall we? I don't know why that's even a joke.
I don't know. You said it one time, and like ever since.
You're just like,
Me and
shall we?
Aiden, for some reason, went insane over it.
It's just-
Shall
I don't know
we?
why it's
You go,
so
let's try not to get butt raped this time, shall we?
funny. Shall we?
It sounds like a stupid way to say shitty. Am I
Yeah.
going crazy?
Shimmy.
Can you still hear us from across the field when we do that? I hope you
All
do.
right, let's one last topic. We're ending podcast. Anyone got one?
All right.
Racism.
Okay, no.
Hey, is it Baby Yoda or Grogu?
It's Baby Yoda.
Yoda.
It's Baby
honest.
Yoda.
Baby Yodi.
Well,
can't
are
call
they
him Grogu.
are they called Baby
Over.
Yoda in the show?
Booby Yodi.
Yeah, they call him Grogu. Like his actual name's Grogu, but
Then
it's
why?
Baby Yoda.
Then it's Grogu.
No, it's not Grogu. And you'll know why. if you watch the
Unfortunately
series,
for
but-
you, history will not see it that way.
Oh, I just
History will
freaking.
see.
This is
Ooh,
what I get for
I
not
got a
freaking
debate. Who's
watching
the good
Game
guys
of
in
Thrones.
Star Wars? The Rebels or the Empire?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay,
Guys?
so
Something
we
happened.
have
Something
seen
funky happened here.
Something funky
the
happened.
Empire commit atrocities against
Guys,
civilians and innocent
something funky
people, so it is
happened.
the rebels.
This ain't right.
But what if
Oh, God,
Lucas
I've
is
gotta
throwing us a
freaking redo this
curveball?
whole
This ain't right, guys. No, it's not you, Deister. It's the actual wall.
Oh.
Look at the logs. There's a way to fix this. We add the towers in.
Sound ain't right.
Yeah, you have to add the towers.
You have to have the towers, or at least another gatehouse somewhere, to fix this.
The Twin Tower.
I'm trying to think of a last topic, and I hear someone whisper Twin Towers.
Alright guys, was 9/11 fake? No, it wasn't. Only the Muslims say that. Shut up.
What?
No, but it was an inside job.
I'll show you a job.
Please, dear God,
Yeah.
show me that.
How is it? I don't understand how people can think as an inside job.
It's an inside job, Landon.
How?
You wouldn't get it.
I'm
All right.
messing with you.
I was gonna say, please tell me you're not seriously saying this.
You wouldn't get it because you weren't there.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
You don't know
You
that.
wouldn't-
Wait, hold on. I fixed it, or it got fixed. I don't know if it was me, but it got fixed.
Deister, put your yacht away.
Is it just me, or is it too rectangular?
Okay, last topic, right? Right, last topic, because it's
Fortnite.
very short and easy. We can end the episode. Direction to put the toilet paper. Over, under.
Over.
Over.
Don't care. Didn't ask. See you guys next time. That was.
Alright, guys.
The first episode.
Are you got the top or bottom?
Deister Squad podcast.
Top or bottom,
I
guys.
hope you enjoyed. Shut the fuck up.
Alright, yeah, Deister Squad, episode 1 ended.
Yep.
In the description of this freaking episode, I have, like, links to everything. Go to every
Alright.
single one, follow and subscribe to every single one.
Alright.
Dude, or I'll hunt you down.
Yeah, before, I will come to your house and...
I will clap your
Rape
cheeks.
you.
I will turn in.
Okay.
I
will
am
clap your
Big
cheeks.
Dick Randy. I am Big Dick
I
Randy.
will be Big Dick Randy.
Alright, bye. It's over.
I'll be your Big Dick Randy.